All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down a really important financial tool, one that's all about a simple desire, taking care of a loved one with a disability, but doing it the right way, without causing any unexpected issues. It's called a special needs trust, and really understanding how it works is absolutely key to protecting their future.
So let's kick things off with a scenario that, a lot of families face. You want to leave some money to a loved one who has a disability. You want to make sure they're cared for. It's a totally natural, loving thing to do. But what if I told you that that very act of kindness could seriously backfire?
I know, it sounds completely backward, doesn't it? I mean, how on earth could a gift, something meant to help, actually cause harm? Well, it turns out that a direct inheritance, even from the most well-meaning family member, can create a huge, unexpected problem.
And here's the real paradox, the core of the issue. A lot of those essential government programs, think SSI or Medicaid, or what we call means-tested. That's just a fancy way of saying they have really strict limits on how much money or how many assets a person can have. So a sudden inheritance can push someone right over that limit, and bam! They're instantly disqualified from the very benefits that might be covering their healthcare, their housing, their daily support. That safety net, it's just gone.
So what do? How do you give financial support without blowing up those critical benefits? This is exactly where the Special Needs Trust, or S&T for short, comes in. It's really an elegant and protective solution to this whole problem.
And here is the truly brilliant part. The trust is legally built to supplement government aid, not replace it. Think of it like this. Public benefits are there to pay for the absolute basics, the roof over their head, the fundamental medical care. The trust is for everything else. It's for all the things that actually make life richer and more fulfilling.
Now, to really get how this works, you've got to know the three main players in this whole setup. First up, you've got the grantor. This is the person who creates the trust and puts the money in it. They're basically the architect of the whole plan. Next, you have the trustee. This is the person in the driver's seat, the one who manages everything day to day. They invest the money, they decide how to spend it, and they always have to act in the best interests of the beneficiary. It's a huge, huge responsibility. And of course, at the very heart of it all is the beneficiary. This is the loved one, the person with a disability whose life this entire structure is designed to improve and to protect. Every single rule, every decision, it all comes back to them.
Okay, now this is where we have to get a little more specific, because not all special needs trusts are the same. There are two main flavors, and the difference between them is absolutely critical. And you know what? It all boils down to one simple question. Whose money is it really?
This chart lays it all out, and you really need to see this. Over on the left, you've got a third-party trust. This is funded with money from somebody else, like parents putting inheritance money into it. And because that money was never legally the beneficiary's to begin with, when they pass away, there's no payback required. Whatever's left can go to other family members. Now look at the right, the self-settled trust. This is funded with the beneficiary's own money, maybe from a personal injury settlement or a direct inheritance they received by mistake. Because it was their money first, the law says the state gets a payback for any Medicaid costs. So if there's $100,000 left in the trust, but Medicaid spent $80,000 on their care over the years, the state gets that $80,000 back first. That payback rule is the absolute game changer here.
So we've talked about the legal stuff, but what does this actually look like in real life? What can the money do? Let's take a look at how these funds are actually used to make a tangible difference in the beneficiary's world.
The big word here is flexibility. I mean, look at this list. The trust can pay for such a wide range of things that go way beyond the basics. We're talking about tuition for a class they've always wanted to take, a much-needed vacation, a new van with a wheelchair lift, or even just tickets to see their favorite band. These are the quality of life things that really, truly matter. Now let's say someone asks you to be a trustee. First off, that's an incredible honor. It means they trust you immensely. But you gotta know, you're also stepping into a role that comes with some very serious legal and ethical duties. They're called fiduciary responsibilities.
So, these are the 4 cardinal rules, the non-negotiables for any trustee. Rule 1, no self-dealing. Pretty simple. You can't use the trust to enrich yourself, period. Every decision has to be for the beneficiary. Rule 2, be impartial. You have to balance everyone's interests fairly. Rule 3, invest prudently. Your job is to make the money last and grow responsibly. And Rule 4, keep meticulous records. Everything you do has to be documented. Transparency is absolutely everything.
At the end of the day, every decision a trustee makes, every single check they write, it should all be guided by this one simple principle. You are there to serve the best interests of the beneficiary and to do everything you can to enhance their quality of life.
So you see, a special needs trust is so much more than just a bank account. It's a carefully crafted plan. It's a protective shield. It's a pathway to a future that's filled with security, with dignity, and with opportunity.
Look, we've gone over the fundamentals here, and hopefully this gives you a really solid starting point. But, and this is a big but, this is a really complex area of the law. The most important thing to take away from all this is that planning ahead is everything. Talking to a lawyer who actually specializes in this stuff isn't just a good idea, it is the essential next step to truly protecting your loved one's future.